If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Hello, House on the Road subscribers and followers. So I thought today we'd talk about how we collect water, the way we use water. It's going to be all about water today, because water is one of those things, I'm telling you, it is the most difficult resource to come by. You would think that water would be easy to get. But when you're trying to reduce your costs, not have to drive around and buy water, it becomes really difficult. I have explained in the past that you can go to freecampsites.net and you can look for campsites that have water, free campsites that have water, but they're not all that available. And the thing about free campsites water is most of them is undrinkable water. It's drinking water. They advertise it, the National Forest advertise it as drinking water, but it tastes so terrible. Most of them is just full of rust, disgusting looking, it's brown and dirty. You have to have a way. Now, the way we collect water, we use 7 5-gallon buckets, which is exactly the amount of buckets that we can actually fit in the camper. Now, a lot of people think that we should have some sort of bladder that we can fill up and carry around, and they fold up when you're done, and it's a lot less room. But we have found that the buckets are the most useful for us, the most flexible, because of the way we have to collect water. Sometimes we can go to campsites that have water, and so we can just go over there, grab a bucket of water, and bring it back. We have gotten water from streams, in which case it would be almost impossible to fill any type of bladder and carry it back to the truck. Spring water, and that's when they stick a pipe right in the middle of the mountain, PVC, and water shoots out of it. It's very soft water, very good water. We also can get it from rest areas and bathrooms, so the bucket method really works well for us. We have decided no matter where we get the water from, doesn't matter if it's city water or the dirtiest water, we are going to filter our drinking water. And the way we do that is with our Berkey water filter system. Now, there are a lot of water filter systems out there, the LifeStraw and different things. I've always used the Berkey. In my opinion, it's the best. I'm not a salesman for Berkey, but I really do like the Berkey. The filters cost about $100, and they're supposed to last for about 6,000 gallons of water. We've calculated this cost, and hands down, the Berkey saves money no matter what you do when it comes to drinking water. If you buy the water, it's always much more expensive. Now, the dirtier the water that you put through it, shorter the lifespan of the filters will be. The last set of filters we had lasted about 1,000 gallons. Now, we did not use any stream water. What we used was spring water and this faucet water that we find at free campsites. That's all we used last year. So what we have decided to do with this set of filters is anytime we get into really dirty water situations, like stream water, even spring water that comes out, we noticed it clogged up the filters pretty quick. We're going to pre-filter. So we've bought this cheap little $30 filter from Walmart. Carbon filters, they're just paper carbon. They're about $4 a piece or $8 for a set. I think they only come in sets of 2. So we pre-filter it, and then we put it through the Berkey just to extend the life as much as possible of the Berkey filters. Because what we really want the Berkey filters to do is kill any of the bad bugs or anything, which, anything else is not going to do it. So we try to get the bulk of the dirt out of the water, and then we filter using the Berkey. Hopefully that will extend the life at least maybe to 2,000 gallons would be wonderful. All that being said, even though that we've only got 1,000 gallons out of our last set, we did the math again, and once again, it was still cheaper to replace the Berkey filters than it was to buy water bottles. The reason we don't want to buy water bottles, obviously, is because the amount of trash it would generate. Carolyn and I drink about 2.5 gallons of water a day, and that's a lot of water. Not to mention you got to buy it, you got to carry it, you got to store it, so it's just a real hassle. Those blue bottles that you can buy, they're just not easy to store. There's just no place to put them. If we had 3 or 4 of those, we would just be out of room. So we filter the water about every 2 days, and we just put them in gallon jugs. We don't actually store much water in the Berkey itself, because if we decide that we want to drive around, that water just splashed out everywhere. Every 2 to 3 days, we use about 5 gallons of water to take a shower. Now, a lot of people suggest that we shouldn't take showers so often, that we're wasting water. Well, I'm going to make a video about this, but we're going to take showers. Now, the way we take showers, we, again, use our little water pump that we have, and pump that water from this bucket that I've designed into a Mare hot water heater. And I'm telling you, that hot water heater is nice. It's a propane driven water heater. Pump water into it, a flame kicks on and heats up this water, and it's an on-demand water heater. So it shuts off as soon as you're done using it. And then we do laundry with the plunger. So we just fill up a bucket of water, put some soap in it, and we plunge away with the bucket and the plunger. Now this has been real effective. We were given a mixing type of wash machine, but Carolyn didn't like it so much. It was hard to hang on to. It moved around a lot, and it was just hard to use. Carolyn continues the plunger in the bucket. As a matter of fact, she got, when the camper fire burned up the old one, we got another plunger. On the old one, we cut holes in the top of it. Well, this one, she decided she didn't want to have the holes because it does a better job at agitating, so we just have a regular toilet plunger. Biggest problem with us keeping ourselves in a campground for long periods of time, 2 weeks max, we usually have to leave a little early to go get more water. Water is just a high consumption thing. Again, people tell me it's because we take the shower, but if you think about it, we take a shower, that's only one bucket. We still have 6. So about every 4 to 5 days, we're having to go get water. Now, we have started working on collecting rainwater, so when it rains, we're definitely going to grab everything we can there. The roof of the camper, high volume area, so if you get all that water to drip down onto the hood of the truck, I put a little tarp there, and all that water I can drain right into a bucket or this little tub that we have. The last time it rained, it rained for about 4 hours, and we got 35 gallons out of that. That was a big deal for us. Well, boy, it kept us here about 10 days. With the original amount of water we had, plus the restock of the rainwater, that was a big deal. Now again, we filtered all our drinking water. And filtration, I can't stress enough, is the most vital thing you can do, even when you're getting water out of the spigots. Even if you're going to a new location in city water, if your body has not acclimated to that yet, it can make you feel bad for a couple of days trying to get used to that new water. So instead of spending 2 days out of every 14 getting acclimated, your body getting acclimated to new water, just filter it. Think about how, when you change your food for your dog, you change different food and it makes them not feel so good for a few days. And that's why they always say mix the old food with the new food. Same thing goes with the water, I think. I think the water, it just takes time for your body to acclimate to that new water in even city water. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video.